Hello, it's GotAUkulele. It's review day. Remember, this is just the summary review. Read the full written review. They're always linked below these videos. You'll get a lot more detail. Do consider that Patreon subscription as well, because it does help keep this site going and bring you new articles. This is the second outing for this brand on GotAUkulele. A few weeks ago I looked at their tenor and I thought it was really rather funky, and that brand is called M-M80, and they're a Chinese brand brought to the UK by a distributor store called Fretboard Music, and I really rather like that one. This one moves to their top of the line. This is the M-M80 M-M80 all solid koa concert ukulele, and it's one of those that I opened the case on and did a sharp intake of breath because I think it's really gorgeous. So this is a traditional double bout concert shaped ukulele made of all solid koa. They don't say that it's Asian koa or that it's acacia koa, so I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that this is the Hawaiian stuff, but koa is acacia. And there you go, it's all solid tone woods, top, back and sides. And I really rather like the look of it. It's not the curliest koa in the world, it's not flamed or anything like that, but I do like the stripe, going from dark to light. 2 pieces on that top, 2 pieces on the sides, which are nicely book matched as you can see, and then real detail here with the heartwood sapwood on the back, which is also really nicely balanced and book matched too. It's a lovely swoopy curvy shape, which I really like. I'm a sucker for that. It doesn't really change anything, but I like the sort of grand auditorium style shape that it is, and it's really attractive. Decoration wise, you've got limited binding around the top. I think that's a light ebony or maybe a mahogany, but it works. There's just enough of it. And then this sound hole rosette, I'm not a big one on decoration, but I really like that. They are inlay little wooden pieces of coloured wood in arrowhead shapes, and I think that works really well with this sort of dark orangey brown of the colour of the top. You'll also have spied we have a comfort edge here, which is topped in a darker wood, which is so that when you play it you don't get the sharp edge mark on the inside of your forearm. I like that. And the whole thing is finished in gloss, which is done really well. Moderate bits of pooling around the edge of the fingerboard, but nothing bad at all. And a real nice mirror finish all over. Up there with sort of ponos and things like that, and anui-nuis. That's a really good gloss. The bridge is made of ebony, and that's what I think they call a reverse moustache shape. It's a tie bar style with a bone compensated saddle. It's neat and tidy. I like that. And looking inside it, it's also neat and tidy. We've got notched linings, which you can just about see there. The bracing is not overdone. There isn't really any mess. And I also see that top is incredibly thin, making this a really resonant instrument. Up to the neck, this is made of a kume. There's a joint at the heel down here and a joint at the headstock, both pretty well hidden. It's a rounded Far Eastern profile, but what I do like about it is it's about 37mm across here, 30 from G to A. For concert, that's really comfortable, that's roomy. That's topped with more ebony, which is extended down to the top of the sound hole, and it looks to be in good condition. The frets, you get 1, 2, 14 to the body, rather than me counting them all. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 in total. They're dressed okay, they're not sharp, they're close, but they're not sharp. And I like the fact that you're not getting any outward facing position markers, bar this one at the octave on the 12th with these little triangles, because you don't actually really need them facing out because you've got them on the side at 3, 5, 7, 10, 12 and 15. So you're not going to get lost, you can see where you are. I like that a lot. Some would say this is the main event up at the headstock. I mean, I like the body enough as it is, to be honest, but this is a funky headstock. It's not actually a new concept, it's a single slot headstock, and the tuners are attached to the side pieces, but it's the same as the Magic Fluke Flea and Fluke ukuleles. They've been using headstock just like this for ages, so it's not new, but it is nice and it is funky and it is interesting. But there we are. It's faced in what I think is ebony under a gloss, which gives it a nice contrast, as you can see. And the Mr. My logo for this one is just this pearl M, as opposed to the sort of rather 80s logo I didn't like on their tenor. That looks much better to me. The tuners are clearly good quality, because I can tell by the thickness of the brackets they are unbranded, but they're burnished, antiqued, open metal gears. They look great, and those buttons are round and made of koa. Yeah, I like that. Finishing it off, Aquila strings, but you also get this excellent sort of semi-rigid zippered case, gig bag, with the logo and a combination lock. I think that's a Crossrock case, one of those, which are very, very good. So that's an excellent case for it to come with. And in the UK, these are RRP £449. That's not bad. That's not bad at all for all solid koa with this level of glossing and appointments and that case and blah, blah, blah. It's competitive to things like Ponos and Nui Nuis. The African Mahogany, for example, is what this reminded me of when I opened it, albeit made of koa. It's not a bad price at all for what you're getting. I think that's pretty competitive. It's really well made. I can't really find many flaws with it at all, if any. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's light and it's balanced. As always, means nothing if it doesn't sound very good. First thing that struck me about it is the volume and sustain, because both of them are superb. It's got a real punch, and the sustain I can feel vibrating into my chest. I can feel it here in the cradle of the fretting hand. You know, the whole thing is a resonant instrument, and that means volume's not going to be a problem, and the sustain is going to be great for finger picking. It's got a koa tone, an acacia tone. It's a richness right across the dynamic range, particularly in those mids, but enough brightness at the top and enough bass at the bit. That's what koa's good at. It's a good sort of rangy sound, and it's got a jangle to it. I like this. That's really good. Yeah. And I love the finger picked. I like how you can hear every string in the mix. I'm not waxing too lyrical. It's not got the tone of a Kamaka or a Koa Aloha, but it's 449, not 1009 or more. It's half the price, but it's really attractive tone, good volume, good sustain, good price, good looks. I really like the looks. Never mind the headstock. I just love the look of this full stop. Sorry about the fingerprints. I think this is excellent, and it gets a very good score because I think it's a great choice. I think my only gripe about it is I'd change the Aquila strings, but that's personal, and they're probably not that widely available because I think the only person who's importing them is Freebird Music in the UK. So if you're in the UK, you're in luck. If you're in America, maybe it's going to be harder. but I try and hunt one down because I think this is a stunner. The Mr. My M-M80 all solid koa ukulele, very highly recommended, a great instrument, and thanks very much to Freebird for the loan of this one because I've really enjoyed it. I am back next week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. If Easter's your thing, enjoy your Easter. If it isn't, enjoy the weather. It's beautiful and sunny out there in the UK at the moment. And I hope you stay well, and I will be back next week. I think we're still on this trail of incredible instruments to come. A really lucky patch at the moment. I will see you soon. Have a very good time. Bye-bye.